I call it speed bumps. You broke your leg. You did this, you did that for me. Welcome everyone. Today we bring for you the speech that will make you really strong with Pena. Do you understand what it would mean? How would your life have changed once you become fearless? Life becomes limitless. I'm not afraid of anything. I should be dead now. I got run over by a charging buffalo. And I got up, I chased them. I killed them, and I killed a Kodiak bear with a knife. You can't kill me. I believe it with all my heart, you can't kill me, right? Before we get to the nitty-gritty, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Of course, the people I talked about: Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Rockefeller, Steve Jobs. They're all hard snowflakes, melts under pressure. In 1986, average man handshake pressure was 118 pounds. In 2016, 96 pounds. Testosterone levels and sperm count was tested 50 years ago. And today, they produce 60 to 70% of the amount of testosterone and sperm count it used to produce. We are dying. They are scared of death. Everyone is scared of death or what might happen. And so they want to pass as friends. It's like my snowflake test. You know, the first question is, I'm paraphrasing it, what would you do if someone couldn't spit in your wife's face? And the answers go from them. Well, I tried to check what kind of day he was having. And if they had a bad day, I tried to be understanding. I will be in jail for murder. I will beat the case to death. Is that what we are for need today? No, I say that's me though. But I'm advocating that guys act like we have a pair. There's never an easy time to make a hard decision. Never. But what you got to be able to do is to pull the trigger, to take action and read books and listen to podcasts. It's not taking action, it's just another form of procrastination. The main difference between high achievers and that it believes in the extraordinary. Remember yesterday I said you are never going to exceed your highest and wildest expectations. For those of you who want to be a millionaire, you will never make 10 million. For those of you who want to have 10 million, you'll never make 100 million. For those of you who want to make 100 million, you'll never be a billionaire. Because psychologically, your subconscious doesn't know your shit. Your subconscious starts to slow down when you arrive and that you want to have 100 million. At 75, 79, 82, 89, 91 million, you will think that you have arrived, and then you fall asleep at 96 million and you can stumble on the goal at 100 million. By accident, I have 3 regrets in life. 1, I am a combat-trained army officer who has never seen combat. 2, the night before my mother died, I told her my meaning, you are not gonna die, stop messing around. She died in the morning. And the 3rd, I didn't set but aim high enough. Jack Welch said it much better than me: work-life balance doesn't exist. There are work-life choices and you make them. And they have consequences. There are consequences for me not going to our daughter's season's birthday party. There are consequences, but are they more important than the ones that make you completely broke? At your dead, ask yourself the question: would you rather choose between your daughter's 16th birthday or be broke, curled up in a corner without shelter? When we don't come back, you will tell me that conventional wisdom, political correctness has done everything backwards. You are a bad person because you missed his birthday. Aren't you? You're a bad person because you celebrated Christmas in January. That's shitty horses, and those who accuse you like that are poor themselves. Then you have to go through your friends. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Okay, you hang around the club burping. Or the way I say it is, choose carefully who you associate with. Warren back when he was tweeting. Buffet said you will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction. To everyone who told you the real power is to sit down and observe things with logic. And the power is restraint. The real power is restraint. If move or control, it means everyone can control you. Breathe and let things go. In my day, they said sticks and stones can break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Now it's quite the opposite. There are great universities in this country, on this planet, that have secure rooms that have secure buildings that if life gets too stressful you go to that building. If your adult child needs a safe space to avoid defensive evils, you have failed as a parent. Most of us care what other people say, and most people care what other people think. And if you can reduce that emotional baggage even a little, you have no idea how much freedom you will have, and what more you can achieve in your life. Most people have just bad habits. And you know I have had these same habits for about 50 years now. I certainly wouldn't be doing it. I mean, good habits are hard to find. But what is even harder to find that people who have good habits and that you can be around. Machiavelli said, "A leader is judged by those he surrounds himself with." If I had to decide what kind of person you are, or what kind of person you are by the people you are closest to, what would think of you? How would I will judge you? So people don't pass. It selected their peer groups even if they have good habits. And that's not enough. Yeah, because they go by default. Okay, what are your other good habits to be efficient? I never give endorsements. No sight, but I do everything to make sure if I hear bullshit, I tell them it's bullshit. It keeps you with the right people. It's your message, loud and clear, correct, very okay, no sight endorsement, okay. To ask others. Sam Walton's sunset rule. That means before they leave the office each day, they reply to everyone who's on their desk, to every message that comes in. And so I clear my desk every day very well. So on communique, and others should do that too. The thing that most of you lack in time management. You know the reporting system I use, and the system of reports that I used as a young officer in NATO. And that's basically what you're going to do. What are your goals for the day? What did you accomplish yesterday? And what are the challenges? And then the next week when you say what you have accomplished. If what you have accomplished is not related to the goals you had set for the week, then there is a lag. Well, if you said you were going to do room Monday, and then the following week, you haven't done it. Not only you haven't done it on Monday, but you haven't done it all week. And you know challenges come speed bumps. I call it speed bumps. You broke your leg. You did this, you did that for me. It's not speed bumps when I showed up to my date with Klaus Kleinfeld in a wheelchair with an 4. Well, I was almost dead 3 days before. I mean, this is commitment, kids. You are not programmed for success. But once in a while there are kids who have been programmed. This is the little one, Tiger Woods. At 3 years old on TV showing how to hit a golf ball. The Williams sisters have been programmed for success since they were little. I was programmed by accident. What did you do to program your children for success? My father had only one goal for me growing up: to keep me alive until I reached the age of reason. So my mother spent her whole life trying to make me what she wasn't. Can you say the same for you? Your parents, your kids did so? I'm not here by accident. And yet I keep pushing the boundaries, what I believe with all my heart. You were meant to achieve a lot of things. I believe, and that's the only religious thing I will say. I believe that. No matter who put us here, no matter how we got here, we were put here to be all we can be. Not a fraction of that. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and share the video.